That's kind of dope. What up, good people? This your boy, Mr. Early Never Late. I am Nocturnal the Forerunner. Welcome to another episode of Talking Fiction on this blessed day. Today is Saturday, not the blessed day. I'm sorry, it's not the blessed day, it's Saturn's day. It's Saturn's day. I'm not gonna be able to do it live tomorrow. So I'm gonna do the blessed day today. because I ain't gonna be able to do it tomorrow. I ain't gonna be able to do it tomorrow. I got too much going on, got too many consultations after I get off work. I ain't gonna be able to do the blessed day tomorrow, so I'm gonna do the blessed day today. On Saturn's day, the day of expansion. Because I ain't gonna be able to do it tomorrow. I sent this link out to everybody on Instagram. Some people haven't seen my story yet. They don't know where the link to go. So we're gonna give them a few minutes to get into this live. We're gonna talk about, on this blessed day, the trap that's been set. We're gonna talk about the trap that's been set. That ain't nobody talking about. Oh yeah, it's a trap. And I fought myself for not telling y'all ahead of time, because I saw it, but I didn't quite see it. It was so nice. It was, listen, I told you Esau and Jacob cold at I told you they cold. They cold, boy, they cold. You got to give them their props. If you don't give them their props, you gonna miss it. They cold, yeah. I told y'all. Oh yeah. Say, tonight, I'm not drinking earth juice. This is not earth juice. Let me be clear. This is the truth serum. Those who know, know. I don't care who you with. If you want to know the truth, if you want them to tell you the truth, their truth, I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't care how long they've been drinking. I don't care what's going on. They drink this, they're gonna tell you everything you want to know. I'm drinking that tonight because I'm on YouTube. I ain't got nobody to tell me what I can and can't do. Instagram done banned me so many times, bro. I'm just sick of that shit, bro. I'm transitioning all my videos over to YouTube. I ain't made them public yet, but I will. Instagram some bullshit, bro. They controlled by AI. AI don't know our culture. Everything we talk about, it takes as an offense to. Like, dog, you're not part of our culture. I'm sick and tired of trying to appeal because AI don't know my culture and take the shit that I say to my people. Come on, man. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, bro. Or maybe it could be some hotel niggas with their feelings. Send this out to your people, bro. I sent it to as many people as I could on Instagram. It is what it is, bro. But we're going to talk about this trap. This manifestation trap. And why shit ain't working the way it's supposed to work. For you. For you. I told you everybody would come to this understanding. Y'all, you see how many motherfucking people is online talking about the law of attraction and manifestation and the mirror work. How long ago did I tell you that it was coming? I told you the wave was coming. 2018. All of a sudden, people just woke up during COVID. They had all this time to sit around and see that they was getting hosed during COVID. I told you that everybody would come. Everybody's here. Everybody will come to this understanding. Nobody is exempt. Everybody will come to this understanding. And they don't even know that they're being tricked. You. Let me reframe that. You being tricked. I take responsibility. For those of you who follow me, I bear a little bit of that responsibility. Because when I saw the discrepancies, I was supposed to say something. But me being me, I had to live it first. I had to go through the adversities first. In order, because y'all know my motto, I practice what I preach. Everything that I talk to y'all about, everything that I tell you about, everything that I talk to y'all and try to give y'all, I done went through it or I done did it myself. So I'm not telling you nothing based on something I heard. So it took a little time for me to get an understanding. It took a little time. And I got it. I had to do a little backtracking though. I had to do a little backtracking because I couldn't figure out when the discrepancy started. So then I had to do a little research. And I was like, but damn, that's when the discrepancy started. That's when the whole... Let me ask y'all a question. I just want to ask y'all a question. When did it become noticeable that everybody's just started talking about the law of attraction, manifestation of the hermetic principles and all of this energetic shit? When did it become prevalent for you when we've been talking about this shit since? So when did y'all start to notice? 2021, 2022, coming out of COVID, everybody all of a sudden got woke. Everybody all of a sudden became hotep. Everybody got woke all of a sudden. This past year just got crazy. Everything I see online is talking about the law of... No. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. What I told y'all 3, 4, 5 years ago. Ain't no more grinding. I told y'all that 5 years ago. Ain't no more grinding. Now, I say that to say this. All of a sudden, everybody's spiritual. All of a sudden, everybody is spiritual. All of us, like, bro, where did all y'all come from? Like, do y'all had a conversation like, how long you been woke? Like I remember in the 1990s, like 98, 99, we used to be like, oh, you woke? Do y'all have those conversations with people who be talking about, oh, the law of attraction, oh, the law of this and manifestation and this and that and the third? Do y'all talk about that? Do y'all ask them, how long you been woke? You know why they don't know how long they've been woke? Because they don't know. Because what they did was they manipulated time and space with the particle collider again. It's the second time. So those of you who remember, if you're not a long-time follower, you won't remember this. If you ain't been a long-time follower of mine, you won't remember this. Those of you who remember, during the Obama administration, when they shot off the particle collider the first time and time and space dropped off, and I told y'all what happened to the scientists that was in the room when the particle collider, because you know it circumvents continents. When the particles collided, I told you what happened to time and space. This is how you know that time and space is an illusion. This is why they, all of a sudden, time and space became an illusion all of a sudden. Y'all remember that? First, it was the Genome Project, right? First, they was talking about mapping out the genome so they can discover and tell what kind of genes, and they can, recreate humans and clones and all this other type of stuff, when we know that the Genome Project was finished in the 60s. But they couldn't, because of the intricacies of melanin and black folk. They found out that for the 40,000 genes that they had mapped out, there was still an infinite amount of genes that they were never going to map out. They came to that conclusion. That's why the Genome Project, they vacated the Genome Project in 2010. 2012. Now, they vacated the Genome Project in 2010 because they already knew that there was because each baby that's born has the potential to have a different genome than every other individual, the 8 billion other individuals that was born on the planet. Because there are endless possibilities in the universe. So they vacated the Genome Project because every new one, if you wasn't born in 2010, you're infinite. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to all of this stuff, the trick, okay? They vacated the Genome Project, and then what? 2012 to supposedly the inception of the Aquarian age, they shoot off CERN. Why? Then all of a sudden, it just come out of nowhere. For those of you who are old enough to remember, it just come out of nowhere. Time and space is an illusion. Right? It just came out of nowhere. Time and space was an illusion. You're going to have people who are going to say, well, we were saying that back in the day. No, you wasn't. See, that's the thing. See, this is the thing. I was there. I've been here since the beginning. See, a lot of people, they come to this and they be like, yo, he knew. I don't know him. I ain't seen him around. I've been around for 3 decades, 30 years. I've been around, you just don't know me. And you wasn't around, so don't lie. You wasn't around, don't lie. Because I was around. I just wasn't known. So they fire off this particle collider. Time and space drops out because they manipulate time and space with the particle collider. This is you can't even get this in the Freedom of Information Act now. If you didn't live it, you wouldn't know it. If you didn't have your finger at the pulse of it at this time, you wouldn't know that this happened. Time and space became an illusion. After they fired off the particle collider, they withheld that information because they manipulated time, space, and matter. That was the surprising thing. They manipulated time, space, and matter. All of a sudden, now all of a sudden, it wasn't really all of a sudden, because the quacks, you know what they used to call doctors who talked about things that didn't go along with the medical establishment. They called them quacks. The quacks had been explaining to mainstream science that in quantum mechanics, based on the double slit theory, that based on the active observation, things change its frequency. All of y'all know all of this. This is nothing new. This is a revisit. But they didn't get the picture until after the particle collider was shot off the first time, and what happened to that scientist happened to that scientist. Then all of a sudden, now we can travel back in time. We didn't know anything of the Mandela effect until after 2012. If, in fact, you think you know something that happened prior to 2012 that involved the Mandela effect, you are part of the Mandela effect. We didn't know nothing about the Mandela effect until after 2012. After the particle collider, they had tested the particle collider the first time. Because now they can tell you that time and space is an illusion. And now they can start to ease in quantum mechanics, when all of our ancestors have always told you that the manipulation of time and space is mental. That's why the Hermetic principles, the number one law is the law of mentalism. Now we got this sea of woke niggas who don't know nothing. Let me not say they don't know nothing. They don't know why they know what they know. And they're trying to explain to you how to create reality based on the Mandela effect. Their whole past have been manipulated because under the construct of time and space that they have already broken. They have already changed the past so that your past reflect now what you're thinking was your past wasn't even your past. So now they tell you that all that exists is now because they altered your past. And you don't really know what was what. You got pieces. You got traumatic pieces of your past. The unimportant stuff you can't really recall. You just recall the things that resonate and really make sense, that established a stain on your soul. That's all you can remember. They changed your past, bro. Because now they understand that the construct called time is malleable. It can be manipulated. Now, the fact that we know that time and space can be manipulated, they came with all of a sudden, after 2012, everybody now. Now, not to mention that listen, my mama got tapes. My mama had tapes. We've known about I've known about him for a long time. Bashar, whatever his name is, he came 2000-ish. He came in the 2000s. Miss Dolores, she been around for a long time. She's a channeler though. She's kind of like Edgar Casey. Same thing with Abraham. They're entities that take over their physical. You ever asked yourself a question? You ever asked yourself? I know y'all asked yourself this question. Come on now. Don't make me pull it out you. You asked yourself the question. I know you did. Y'all shy? Y'all shy? Y'all don't want to seem racist, do you? This ain't got nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with energy. You never asked yourself the question. I know you did. Why we got David Icke Why we got Bashar? Why we got Dolores? Why we got Abraham? Why we got all these different entities that inherit the body of Esau and Jacob? You never ask yourself the question. You ask yourself the question for everything else. You niggas so prejudiced. You ask yourself the question for everything else, but you never ask yourself this question. And y'all keep wondering why I tell you don't get involved in nigga shit. Oh, y'all don't want to talk. Y'all don't want to type. Y'all don't want to talk about this, huh? Y'all don't want to talk about this, huh? Where all the hoteppers at now? Because they fell for the trick. They don't want to come around to this. You never asked yourself the question? All the libations, Brother Bobby Poe. All the entities Hotep poured libations to. All the energies and all the aliens and the Dr. Yorks and the 5%ers, you never asked yourself the question. Oh, y'all shy. Listen. This ain't herb juice. This truth serum. I'm calm tonight. I'm not trying to get banned on YouTube too. I'm not trying to get banned on YouTube. Matt, what question? What's the question? You know the question. Don't you? Don't you? Yeah, you do. You know how you do at work. You know how you do in certain situations. I know you asked yourself the question. Y'all niggas talking about DEI is gone. Y'all talking about affirmative action is gone. Y'all talking about everything gone, but y'all ain't never asked yourself the question. I got a diode from Dr. Deborah Blair. I got a diode from Dr. Deborah Blair. See, I was around when Dr. Deborah Blair was selling the diodes to manipulate energy. I got a diode from Dr. Deborah Blair. I purchased from all my ancestors. I purchased from Sabi. I purchased from Dick Gregory. I purchased from Bobby. Bobby not dead though. But I purchased from Bobby. I purchased from Panic. I got Panic books. I got Brother Africa books. I got Dr. Ben books. I got everybody's shit. See, I've been around a very, very, very long time. I know they ain't banned me. I know YouTube ain't. Bruh, I know you lying, bruh. Can y'all still hear me, bruh? This is amazing, bruh. Nah, bruh, this ain't no buffer, bruh. That's crazy, bro. What? This is crazy. All right. So listen, we don't need no picture. We gonna keep it busy, right? All right. So you never wondered why. The question that you asked was, why we never seen no black folk channel? All these other people, all these others. Why we don't have our own channel? All these people, all these entities have been allowed to come into the earth realm based on this galactic federation that you hear all these Esau and Jacobians talk about. You hear all these Esau and Jacobians talk about this galactic federation. You got all these people that translate this, what they call intelligence of all these different entities, but we don't have one. Why? I know you asked yourself the question. Bro, they gonna do everything they can, bro. They gonna do everything they can, man. Because I'm here to provoke thought. That's it, bro. So, I know you asked yourself the question like, bro, I'm going to watch these videos. I'm saying all these people talk about this, that, and the third, the laws of attraction, manifestation, and all this. Why haven't we seen a black person channel? Why have you never seen a black person have a priest perform an exorcist? Why? The trick. There go the trick. When you don't know who you are and it sounds good, you deviate from what I told you for the system of understanding external of you. I blame me. I seen it. When I was going down a dark road, right? For those of you who don't know, and that's all of you, the last year and a half, you have noticed a change in me. And it was uncharacteristic based off of the person that you used to know. Purposely. Because I'm having these conversations in the mirror. And let me tell you when it happened. I gave you the money ritual, and after I gave you the money ritual, it happened. I want y'all to think back. Some of y'all got stellar memories. I want you to think back. When I gave you the money ritual, after I gave you the money ritual, shit went downhill for me. The consistency of my lives, the consultations, the quality of products, being able to get the products on time. I started having so many obstacles. I had so much stuff come at me after that. And I already had vibranium in the works. So after I gave you the money ritual, I had on the New York Jets, number 27. 7 plus 2 is 9. We don't want to talk about that number 9. But anyway, 3 squared. 3 squared, 3 times 2, 6, 6, 6, 6, 3 squared, 9. family, head, arm, leg, arm, head, mother, father, the great mother, father, son, it's a whole different thing. But shit went so crazy for me after I started. That's why I couldn't get the vibranium out. All of a sudden, I can't get herbs from Africa. All of a sudden, I can't get herbs from Malaysia. All of a sudden, MIT, because some herbs you can only get from MIT because they own the patent. The herbs that I was using to make vibranium, I no longer could get the herbs. All of a sudden, after the money ritual. And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, yo, I'm working hard. I'm working 6 days a week. When I'm not at work, I'm putting together orders. When I'm not at work, I'm doing consultations. When I'm not at work, I'm looking at charts. When I'm not at work, I'm doing diet programs. When I'm not at work, I'm looking at all the different things, and I'm getting back to people. I'm doing that, and I ain't got no time for myself. And I'm like, but what's going on? The trick. Right after COVID. Was it 21? 22? I'm not sure. Let's look it up real quick. Because I want to be accurate with my dates. (2021). We had another time drop out right after COVID. That's why the stuff that I talk about prior to 2012, y'all can't identify with. Y'all have been a part of 2 instances where time and space have been erased. And when I say time and space, all it takes is that long. If they remove that much time and space from history, it alters all of history prior to. So now Egypt got shit up underneath it. We've had this technology for 100 years to look in the ground. How you think we mapped the ocean? Why do you think submarines are able to do what they do? We've had this technology for forever. All of a sudden, we using submarine technology and we got shit under the pyramids of Egypt so they can manipulate and change how things were done in history. You've been part of 2 time lapses, you've been part of 2 time manipulations. And you don't even know that they have altered the past for you to think that things are happening the way that they're not. Big Mama, y'all cold. Y'all the coldest. The ancestors are the coldest ever because they don't exist in time and space. This is why I told you to go to the ancestors. This is why I told you to pour the libations. This is why I told you to burn the fucking candles. This is why I told you the things that I told you prior to. So when they dropped the time off in 2021 and I couldn't get my shit together to be the teacher that I need to be. Things changed after 2021. Y'all know that, right? I'm not even the same person because it altered all of the history, all of the shit that I did in 2020. The whole COVID shit. The only thing that kept me afloat, that kept me sane was going back to those posts. Instagram, I appreciate you. YouTube, I appreciate you for the archives. Y'all got to start utilizing the things that's available to you. Those archives are very important. Because see, you know how they work. They have to give notice. You got to understand the egotistical, psychopathic build of the elites. First of all, let me just say this. If you're not black, don't exclude yourself. If you white or from another country or from a different ethnicity, you are not the elites. Do not exclude yourself from this conversation. Just because I'm talking to my people the way that I speak, you are included. Because they are manipulating the masses of the world who are not in the top 1% of what make things shake in the world. So if you're a common person, you are included, bro. There's no different than me and you. I'm not better than you. I'm not superior than you. I'm not smarter than you. We are one and the same. We exist on the same plane. We have been manipulated the same way. We have been tricked to think that we're enemies, and we're not. It is the fact that they pit you against me because of my skin tone that allows them to continue to manipulate you. I'm here for you. I ain't finna let them manipulate you because you got that good white skin. And the more you know, the better for me. Because the law, what's the new thing they got you on? What's the new thing they got you on? The law of assumption. They are assuming that you don't know these things because you don't fraternize with darker complected people. But see, you don't have a defense mechanism against me. Because I fuck with you the way that you fuck with me. I meet you at your level. So now, wherever you at with me, that's where I'm at with you. See how that works? So they are assuming because they done altered time and space. That's the reason why all of a sudden, there's no such thing as time and space. I told you that prior to 2021. Time and space. All of our ancestors told you that time and space is an illusion. You manipulate time and space in the mind because once you get out of time, they have no control. The control is in time. When you bring the past to the present, or when the present, you bring the present that dictates your future. That's the trick. The trick is to keep you stressed out now so you think about the future, and that allows them to control you in the future because you're stuck in the future. You're not concentrating on the now when the only thing that you can control is now. They went back and changed that and told you that time was a construct of illusion. So now you're thinking that you're operating in illusion when your life is real and you going through real shit and you dealing with real issues and you're like, time is an illusion and I can manifest and I can think and I can do this and I know you can't. And you got all these people who had a situation that was a good situation or a situation that was bubbling that allowed them to be the person that they is of influence today to tell you that, oh, this really works. But it ain't working for you and you don't know why. When you alter time and space, you alter time and space for everything prior to it. So when they fired the particle collider in 2021, how many of you people got PPP loans, started a business, started getting big money, and said, oh, my life is grand. And then when they fired the particle collider, you was missed and your business grew, but everybody else around you shit failed. Because they decided to be honest. Like, you don't understand. The laws of the universe are immutable, man. They are unchanging. Regardless of if they fired off the particle collider. Regardless. So the trick. We're going to get to the trick. Hold on, wait. Can it be used as a weakness that they have to let us know what the plan is before it's success? No. So this is what you got to understand, how they do things. They give notice. They don't have to tell you the plan at all. They just have to give you notice that they gonna do some shit. You don't know how they gonna do it. They ain't got to tell you when, where, or how. They can tell you in a movie. They can tell you with a bill. They can tell you on an Instagram post. They can tell you via Twitter. The energy just has to be majority. It's energetic now. They've altered the way that they do things. And they've given you notice prior to that they were going to do things etherically, energetically. You're going to just feel a change coming. Like you feel some shit. You feel it. You feel like, man, look, times is changing. You feel it. You feel it. Shit just, you don't know. You can't quite put your finger on a lot of stuff. You got your hand in a lot of stuff. You're doing things. You got things in the works. You worried about, what's going to happen with Bitcoin, and you got a whole bunch of things working. You just know it's something because they're giving you notice. But they ain't got to tell you what it is. They just got to give you notice that they coming with something. See, this is why you have to be tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. Ain't that what Abraham say? You got to be tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to who you really are. You got to be on top of you. Exactly. He said this would be the new normal. He just didn't say what the new normal was. The new normal was going to be whatever the new normal was when it became the new normal. And this is the thing. Everybody think they know something, but they've been manipulated. Nobody understands that the law of attraction is a trap. They gave you notice with what's the movie called? What was the movie called? The Oprah Winfrey shit. The Secret. They left Abraham and Bashir out of the fucking secret. The whole secret was based off of Abraham. They signed off on that shit. Hay House they cut Hay House completely out because they left out emotion. They left out etheric. They left out the etheric, they left out the energetic part of it. The same thing with Think and Grow Rich. The most important chapter in Think and Grow Rich is sexual transmutation. You got people who think they done read Think and Grow Rich, not understanding that when they fired off the particle collider the first time, they changed the books Think and Grow Rich. When they fired off the particle collider the second time, they changed a lot of the entities and energies that wrote the books that happened prior to 2021. See, y'all gotta understand what happens when when time and space drop out. It's just like lag in a video game. The game is lagging. All of a sudden, you see the person, you got a gun on them, you shooting, but when the frame come back, you dead and respawned. You back in your spawn. And you know you just got the drop on him. You even heard the hit markers. But the frames drop out, and you back in your spawn. That's what frames. When frames drop out, that's what the particle, it drops frames out. It changes the entire history of everything that came before it. That's what I'm saying, bro. People don't understand. Like, if people knew how major, like, bro, these people, you got continents, you got countries that have invested land and resources into this project. And nobody thinks that this is an important project for the world. These people are so cold that they're rewriting history right before your eyes. And we think we have the power of mentalism when they have altered the way that you think. I tell people to be mindful. You know that you can think something, not even say it, think it. And it'll show up as an ad on your phone. And you didn't even say it. You didn't even say anything. You just thought it. And it shows up as an ad on Instagram or X or Facebook. Just some shit. You ain't even say nothing. You just thought it. That's part because they manipulated time and space, and they are however many frames ahead of you. See, so this free game for real. Because you can't unknow what you know. And I told you, once you come down this rabbit hole, be ready, be prepared. Ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. Everything that you look at is going to be different now. How are they reading my thoughts? They are frames ahead of you. They are energetically. You have lost 2 instances in your life where they have manipulated and changed how you view things, yet their timeline moves according to what they say because they have incubated themselves, and that's how they're able to predict the future. But I shouldn't even be telling y'all this truth. They're ahead of you. They're frames ahead of you. They're minutes, maybe hours ahead of you. Because if it takes them 2012 to 2021, that's how much, that's the thing. The particle collider uses so much energy. Imagine how much energy they have to muster in order to shoot this shit off every 10 years. If they shot that shit off in 2012 and had to wait to 2021, 9 and some years, for them to have enough energy built up to send these 2 particles around 2 continents to collide to create a mini black hole where time, space, light, nothing can escape this melanin. To alter time and space, yet incubate themselves to know exactly hours, maybe days, who knows how much time ahead of us they are. We don't know. We don't know. And that's the thing, nobody's talking about this. So it don't matter what you think. They know what you're thinking. They don't matter. It doesn't matter what you're trying to manifest. It's not coming because they know that you're trying to manifest it. They are ahead of you. They're going to pick and choose who they want to influence. They have that ability. We'll say this is pseudo. Hotep gonna say this pseudo, bro. I don't see how you could come up with that. They weren't around. Anybody that says that you wasn't around you haven't been around long enough. You haven't been around long enough, bro. You can't even put this together. Cause you ain't been around long enough. You niggas was still trying to be vegan. You niggas was still trying to be fruitarians in 2012. Y'all niggas was talking acid alkaline. Y'all ever wonder why Dr. Sebi shit don't work no more? Well, all of a sudden, Dr. Sebi shit don't work no more. And then he die. Ain't curing nobody, getting sued. All the herbs is fucked up. And I keep trying to tell y'all to get the fuck away from all of that shit. Y'all didn't think? Y'all thought this just happened. When I was the only one telling y'all, bro, listen. Shit done changed, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on. I've been saying this for so many years, bro. The herbs ain't the same, bro. People was talking about soil turnover. This, that, and the third. I'm like, no, man. These people are ahead of the game. Cancer is more prevalent now than it's ever been. It's more people sick now than ever. And the food is the same. The same contamination of food. Food ain't changed in the last 15 years. But disease is 10 times worse. And I don't want to hear that food has changed. You can go get anything from 2012 and look at the ingredients. It's the same preservative. It's the same additives. It's the same fortified bees. It's the same fortified wheat. It's the same everything. And the disease is 10 times worse because they 10 times ahead. You are never going to cure cancer unless you know what form of a weight because they're ahead of you. They know what's going on. This is the reason why I didn't give no secrets. Y'all kept trying to figure out, like, Mac, why you don't want to tell us nothing? Then when I tell you what happened to Pedialyte? What happened to that's the prime example. I've been fucking with Pedialyte since 1997. How much is Pedialyte today? And I don't want to hear nothing about inflation. That shit was $1.99 in 97. If it was $1.99 in 97, nobody told you that you was dehydrated. No one told you. No one told you that you was dehydrated. No one told you that you needed to take a shit. No one. Not one of these internet gurus, not one of these doctors, no one but the God form. Everybody was telling you to take herbs. Everybody was telling you to detox. Everybody was telling you to practice food abstinence. Don't eat this and don't eat that and do this and do that. Everybody say I'm lying. Matter of fact, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. Find a video prior to 2018 where everybody was talking about you. Prior to 2017, everybody was talking about dehydrated other than me. I wasn't even on YouTube back then. Nobody was talking about all disease was coming from dehydration. All your disease started with dehydration. All of it. Everybody was talking about you need to get on this herb to fix this. You need to eat this to fix that. You need to go on a vegan diet to fix this. You need to be a vegetarian to fix this. I was the only person that told you that you was dehydrated. Everybody else was talking about what you need to do. They didn't take into account that particle collider had went live in 2012. The FDA already knew what they was going to do. That's why they came in 2010, gave you the Ebola, then went in 2012, erased that shit, and then when COVID hit, y'all act like Ebola didn't even happen. I had to come and show you that Ebola happened under Obama. They tried it under Obama. That was a test run. I had to come and bring back, thank you, Instagram. Thank you, YouTube. I had to go in, and now they did Instagram and Facebook done erased my whole shit. I can't go back and get it now. They didn't erase my my shit. Because I was the one during COVID that told you, bro, they did a test run. Y'all don't remember nigga in the spacesuit putting the nigga on the gurney. They got the helicopter flying over under Obama. That was a test run. Yeah, like that didn't happen. 2012. Particle collider. That just fell out the memory. Then in 2012, 2014, maybe? Brother Bobby said, you ain't got more than a 3-year memory. You ain't got more than a 3-year memory. Because they had already manipulated time and space in 2012, man, 2010, bro. You didn't even know that your shit had been manipulated. That's why we didn't panic during COVID. That's why we ain't had no problem during COVID. That's why I told everybody, don't get the shot. Don't get it. I told everybody, people were telling me, bro, you crazy. Don't get the shot, bro. Bro, don't take shots. Bro, I don't got no tattoos. Bro, I don't got no tattoos. I ain't got no ink on my body. I don't do no needles. I told everybody, don't get the shot. I already had went through it. See, when you know who you are and you protected by and you covered by your ancestors, the great mother. Speaking of the great mother, y'all looking at 607 Unc like he crazy. But 7 years ago, what is it, 2025, 25, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17. 8 years ago, I told you about the great mother, Sophia. 8 years ago, I told you about Dehydration. 8 years ago, I told you about the fallen God that created the firmament that trapped you here as a God. 8 years ago, I told you about let us create mankind in our own image and likeness. That's where the blessed day come from. The blessed day fiction come from let us create man in our image and likeness. Y'all act like this shit new. Brother C. Freeman L. and all of our ancestors have been talking about this shit since the 90s. Yeah, we got so much flack. Why y'all call each other God? What's happening, God? Whoa, God. What's happening, God? Hey, who are you, God? How you gonna call yourself a God? You are the jealous God. That's why you can't control how you feel about somebody else. When somebody else got something that you feel like you supposed to have or you deserve to have, or they don't deserve that, you judgment that because you're a jealous God. Judge, least he be judged. How can a jealous God put in his book, judge, least he be judged, and then say I'm a jealous God? And you can't understand why you feel some type of way when somebody get a promotion over you when you know you more qualified. That should have told you right there that you was a God. You just on the wrong side of Godhood. You part of that jealous God. You part of Dehydration. The archons, they feed off of you. Even during COVID, I posted a video. The archons are feeding. They feed off of negative energy, which is all chaos has. Chaos does nothing but provide feeding food for the archons to keep them under control. Particle collider, you drop time off. They get ahead of you. Once they get ahead of you, they know what you're going to do. They know how you're going to act. They so far ahead of you, you don't even know what's going on. Then when somebody like Bo comes and say, man, Mac, bro, you 20 years ahead of these folk, bro. You been ahead of these folk. People keep calling me Hotep and Pseudo. And everybody got to come to this understanding. Everything that you're hearing in the health and wellness atmosphere, everything that you're hearing in the manifestation sphere, everything that you're hearing on the spiritual realm, and everything you're hearing on YouTube, we talked about this shit 10 years ago. I told you that everybody was going to come to this understanding. Everyone. I said this for so many years. Everybody that you're going to encounter, everybody that you know, everybody that you have known, Dr. Greger, Dr. whoever, Senator whoever, everybody's going to come to this understanding. They don't have any choice because they was part. See, they was included. See, y'all think y'all government. Just because they're in government, they not. No, time drop off of them because government don't control shit. People in the government are puppets. You know this. Y'all know this. Y'all see it every day. They're not part of the elites. Elon Musk is not part of the elites. President Trump is not part of the elites. Everybody that you know, the top richest 10 people that you know on the planet are not part of the elites. The elites don't use money. The elites don't have value based on what you value on the planet. They gave you the movie. What was the movie? Time. Whether you can get time back and do your wrist thing and you look at your wrist and your time running out. That's their currency. Currency is time. That's why they keep trying to go back in it and change it. Y'all think Rockefeller dead? Y'all think the Baron Rothschild dead? Y'all think they gone? You think they doing this so they can die? You think they're cloning tissue? You think that they're doing making all of the strides in science, Cas CRISPR-9, when I told every vegan that they were going to take Cas CRISPR-9 and alter the genome of every plant so that it doesn't support melanin. Everybody thought I was crazy. You thought I was crazy when I said, look, you talking about plants. You talking to me about vegan vegetarianism. And I'm telling you, they got Cas CRISPR-9 that can take a mustard green, and take the part out of the mustard green that supports melanin. You die and they live. And it's called a soul food. Bruh. There is nobody that you know on my level of understanding when it comes to us. I can't speak for nobody else. I can't speak for no other species of understanding. I'm talking about us because we don't have no channelers. We older than every channel that can come. Every entity that inhibit the body of these people, these avatars, because that's what they are. Bashir, he's an entity that takes over the body of a human species. Panic wasn't no fucking channel. Panic didn't come to the game until 2005. He was a student of Bobby. I remember when Panic had porno flick websites, nigga. That's how Panic got his money. God bless the dead, and I fuck with Panic. I've been around I've been around since 91, dog. I remember when Bobby came into the game, nigga. I was always there, just seldom seen. I'm nocturnal. I'm seldom seen. I'm the seldom seen C, NOC, nocturnal the form runner. Seldom seen, but always there. Never seen, but always there. I was around before all them niggas, man. And I fuck with Panic. Panic live in Atlanta, nigga. I got all Panic shit, bro. I got the Panic. I still got the Panic pack, nigga. I got the herbs. I got the books. I fuck with my ancestors, dog. God bless the dead. I fuck with Panic. Panic my dog, bro. I pour libations to Panic. He co-signed this. I don't talk greasy behind my ancestors' back, dog. They with me every step of the way. That's why I talk the way that I talk, bro. That's why I talk the way that I talk, dog. I pay respects. They speak through me. Everything happens through you. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Okay, so let me transition. This is what I need you to understand. I told you, as you go, so do they. I've told you several occasions, as you go, so do the world. Why do you think it's important that they hold you down but not eradicate you? When they have, we know these people are known for eradicating inferior species. Why is it that they just hold you down and systematically weed you off the planet so you can come back anew? Because you don't know. Because you don't know. And as if they keep manipulating time and space, you won't never know. You won't know until you give Jacob and Esau their credit. I'm gonna just say, bro, they cold. They got every video you manifesting, you in the Hermetic principles, you this, that, and the third. That's external. Because according to the scripture that came before the scripture that you hold near and dear, your mother told the God that you serve, there was a God that came before you. And because you are a jealous God, you have enslaved him. Who do you think that God is? And this ain't got nothing to do with no color. The sooner you realize who you are, I'm just so, I'm impressed, to be real. I'm impressed, bro. They cold, bro. These niggas is cold-blooded. They the nicest, boy. Oh, he cold. Oh, he's so cold. That nigga nice. This family fight, in my mind, I'm thinking this family fight is a front. Cause I see now. I'm like, Mom. See, when you play that game for so long, cause see, you know how you came up. Your mama don't know nothing. Your mama too old. Mama, you came up in the 70s. Mama, you came up in the 80s. Mama, you came up in the 90s. You don't know what's going on today. We got AI, Mama. Mama, you old-fashioned. You know you don't listen to your parents. You honor them, you respect them, but you like, man, you don't know what I'm going through out in these streets, man. I gotta have these J's, man. I got to be fly, Mom. Like, shit. The ancestors told you that the shit was cheap. I told you how long ago? How long ago I told you the Jordan was $17? How long ago? How long ago did I tell you that all those bags and all that other type of shit? How long ago did I tell you that? 12, 14, 15 years. I played in Jordans. In 2000, from 2001 to 2009, I played in Nikes. Sponsored. Free. To fuck up. 16 pair a year. They sent everything to where they need to go. They sent it to Nike headquarters. Nike headquarters put a little, this is what happens. All you Jordan collectors, all you shoe collectors, I've been told you niggas 20 years ago, but y'all don't want to listen. These are rare. This is rare. Nobody got these. Everybody got them, nigga. I told you. They send 15,000 pair to Nike headquarters. Nike go and get a goddamn a zip tie that they put on trucks. Some of you don't drive trucks. People who know trucks, we got what they call a seal. right? They put a seal on the container. They ship it to Nike. Nike put a seal on it. Y'all think y'all got some exclusive shit. Y'all got $12 shoes. Cause some teenage worker done put a whole little zip tie on the motherfucker. I told you that shit 22 years ago. I played in Vicks and Concords. Y'all niggas pay $150, $200, $300 for Jordans. I used to get them 16 pair for free. Ask anybody that went to UNC. They get so many fucking Jordans. The shit costs nothing to make. I told y'all this shit years ago, man. Told y'all about the Louis Vuitton. I told y'all about the African nigga that went to goddamn, what was the island nigga went to? It wasn't Taiwan, it was Laos somewhere. African nigga went to Laos, straight to the factory. Gave me the whole rundown. This is like 2008. They make all this shit. They send it to France. France bag it up. Send it to the retailer in the United States. They mark it up 16,000% and sell it to you niggas. I told you this shit 22 years ago. And y'all wonder why I don't wear nothing designer. I'm not finna pay nothing more than $25, $30. And if I do, I'm going to the Nigerians. Nigerians always got it. They know. Y'all acting like it's a surprise. To you young ones, it might be a surprise. But I told you this shit 22 years ago. That's why I ain't into none of that. I ain't into shoes, I ain't into clothes, I ain't into none of that. I'm into me. It is what it is. No judgment, only understanding. Back to you though. Esau and Jacob is very witty. The trickster. They're very nice. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it, right? I'm like, yo, what's the point of this particle collider? Like, because the theory, the original theory, if they send these two particles, because we understand quantum physics, if they send these two particles collide and it creates pure carbon or a black hole, nigga, we know a black hole the size of the tip of this pencil can engulf the whole world. The black hole, a black hole the size of the tip of this pencil right here can engulf the whole solar system. Because it turns things inside out. So it sucks everything in and turns it inside out. Because nothing can escape. So this was a theory. They collide these two particles, it's gonna create. That's why they were so scared, because based on their theories, based on Esau and Jacob theories, that we could just end the world. These niggas was so, bro, these niggas is crazy, bro. I want y'all to think about this. These niggas was like, yo, if it's over, it's over. Who do you think made that decision, bro? In the world. Bro, they came to a conclusion that if these two particles created a cataclysmic effect, it's just gonna be over. You think the billionaires in the United States and Europe made that decision? You really think people who use money made that decision? If it's up, it's up. Fuck it. If it's our time to go, it's our time to go. We won't feel nothing. It's over with. Civilization, fuck it. That's crazy. And they fired that bitch off like, fuck y'all. And time disappeared. And they didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to calculate it. They didn't know what. It took them a year or so to figure out what happened. Oh, but when they figured out what happened, they were like kids in the candy store. Now all of a sudden we got the Mandela effect. We affect everything on the back end of the first time. Guess what? This is the beauty of it. This is the reason why they don't really care about what you do, what you say. They don't care about Trump. They don't care about China. Do whatever you say. You ain't nobody gonna play with these people. Listen to what I'm telling you. I might get in trouble for this. Ain't nobody finna play with these people. This is all a donkey and pony show. They're not finna, because guess what? They can manipulate time and space today. If they want China to be in poverty and ruins, it can be in poverty and ruins today. If these people want it, whatever they want, it can be done today. But guess what China don't have? And guess what America got that China don't got? I'm gonna ask y'all, this should be self-explanatory. What do the United States of America have that China don't? This is why I need y'all to stop playing scary. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the answer. Weapons of mass destruction? Nah. They'll wipe China off the planet. Ain't nobody finna fire no weapon of mass destruction, not ever. They'll wipe them off the planet. It's over with for their civilization. There you go. There you go. Who that is right there? Oh, that's Benji. There you go. There you go. Remember the motto. I need y'all to never forget the motto. Never forget the motto. Let me run this back real quick. Never forget the motto. As you go. That's it. Oh, that's Carlton. Okay. As you go. So do they. As you go, so do they. It's a donkey and pony show. You are the power source for the world because you are the consumers. You will consume, not just stuff. Because you got to understand who you are. You are the creators of the known world. They understand. See, this is the thing. Why is it that they hide your history so vehemently? They hide your history. They take shit out. They work 24/7 to hide who you are from you. Vehemently. Not just them. Everybody on the planet. Everybody on the planet suppresses who you are. Everybody. Why? There'll be enemies. Every continent on the planet will be enemies until when niggas start banding together, or we gonna have to feed some and make these go against these. The same way they did during so-called slavery that never really fucking happened. They had to bring in all these niggas who didn't know these niggas that was over here and create these niggas on this plantation and make these other niggas that one plantation niggas feel it was a war. That lady right there, that's my big mama. That's my big mama right there. See her, she taught us with stories. She told us stories. She told us, she taught us. See. See, y'all didn't sit around and listen to the stories. Y'all knew. See, you know, at 11 o'clock, the TV went to white noise. So they told us stories of the old days. Like she told me about shit that went on in the 1800s and the 1700s that she was one of 16. She was born to my great-grandmother at like 58. And my auntie, her sister, her baby sister, was born to my great-grandmother at 60. So she had a whole bunch of siblings that was born in the 1800s. And then we had stories. So they used to tell us the stories. Like how they used to run shit. Y'all would think it was slave shit. But they tell us about how they ran shit. How they couldn't grow nothing without them. And they used to come buy their produce to put in their grocery stores because they would have starved. See, I know the real stories because I lived them. These people who talk to you, they ain't live it. I lived it. First hand, not second hand, not history book, not AI, not Google, not Yahoo, not GeoCities. True serum. So they gotta change, they gotta alter your history, man. They gotta change things around so they can manipulate how you think. And then once they figured out how to manipulate time and space, they come and tell you, hey, time and space don't exist. Time and space don't exist. You can change time, you can alter time and space with your mind. You can change reality with your mind. You can alter reality with your mind. I come and I say, look, all is mind, the law of mentalism. Yes, true. But I told you. All is mind, true. But what I told you. I'm sorry. Time and space exist right here. Time and space exist here. They can manipulate time and space here. The particle collider can manipulate time here. What I told you. I told you to get in the mirror. Why did I tell you to get in the mirror? Parallel realities are infinite. You exist on an infinite level of planes because They are a created species. You was here prior to. It is another dimension that they don't have access to. Everybody you know will come to this understanding. I couldn't explain this to you in 2018. You was too hell bent on fixing your blood pressure. You was too hell bent on being able to sleep at night and not get up and pee in the middle of the night. So I had to stick to the health and wellness. I couldn't told you this in 2018. So I had to wait to 2020, 2019. When I went to Venezuela to develop our beloved earth juice, when I went to South America to develop our beloved earth juice, I said to you while I was walking in paradise, you can create anything that you want in the mind. All you got to do is see it and be there, and it will present itself to you in your reality. I'm going to post that too when I get back on Instagram. And nobody believed me. Now that's all they talk about. This is every video you see on TikTok. This is every video you see on Instagram. No one believed me when I said it 8 years ago while walking in paradise. While developing our beloved earth juice. I know that you have people that you like. I know that there are people that may deliver messages better than me. I know that there may be people who don't talk like me. I might not be as appealing. It's okay. It's okay. Long as you get the understanding that you are the nicest that has ever been created on the planet. I know how nice you are. I know how cold you are. I know that you're the greatest. I know that you can manipulate time and space and create the reality that you want. I know this. You can't do it under the constraints of Esau and Jacob because they have shot off that particle collider twice, and no matter what you do, as a mass, you didn't even understand that the particle collider was designed because you was catching up. I told y'all, I came to y'all, I said, bro, look, I work for Countrywide. I was part of the housing crisis. You didn't even know that the housing crisis was about you. How you think BlackRock able to buy all these houses? Because you got subprime loans in houses off stated income that you couldn't afford. Foreclosed, These major companies got bailouts, your money. Obama gave them your money. Y'all talk about Obama. Obama gave them your money. Insurance money. Because they were too big to fail. So they insured the paper. Allow all these niggas that own real estate, they think they somebody. Buy real estate, buy real estate, buy real estate, you're nobody. The conglomerates bought the paper. They own the paper. You got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses, a couple units here and there, Grant Cardone, they're nothing. Control. I control the housing market. I can manipulate society. Because you hadn't read My Big Toe yet. You have not learned the theory of everything because you didn't know who you was. See, they always give you a test to see how grown you are. You niggas want to get some free shit with accepting for value and secure accounts and authenticating your birth certificate, but you niggas is not grown. Because you don't know you God yet. And that you don't need none of that shit. Because as you go, so do they. Because currency is energy. And the most expensive energy on the planet is yours, nigga. That's why them niggas trying to tap into that secure and get their birth certificate authenticated and all that other type of shit to get the value. When you God. See, that's what I'm saying. They know you gonna do that. They shot the particle collider off. We did it in 2010. We did that shit years before. We was working it. That's how I got into private. That's why if you go type in my social security numbers, niggas, I've been part of a breach. Niggas done got in my credit and did everything. Only to find out they can't do me nothing because I'm in the private sector. And every time they try to get some credit cards and buy some shit on my name and use my social security, it don't work. We did that shit in 2000, 2001, 2002. You got niggas talking about trust. I've been part of it. I'm a 5th generation trust kid. And they talking about Rockefeller Trust. Rockefeller Trust. Do you know how the Rockefeller structure their trust? They got an irrevocable trust. No, they don't. You know why they don't? Because the United States of America owe them. You don't even understand why the IRS can't be dissolved. Trump can do what he wants. I bank with Chase. Do you know why I bank with Chase? Do you know why the Rockefeller Institute, the Ford Foundation, and Chase, the Morgans, JP Morgan, are the 3 most powerful entities in the United States? Because the United States owe them a debt that they could never repay. See, this is the reason why they need you. You don't understand that you the debt. That's why they didn't overturn the Dred Scott case. But you listening to Hotep who don't know nothing. But when you know who you really are, I couldn't figure it out. That particle collider. Oh my God. My big mama. I couldn't figure it out. I could. Esau and Jacob, they cold. I give them their credit. They cold-blooded, yeah. I would have never figured this out if I had been involved in white affairs. If I had been involved in white affairs, no way I would have been able to figure this out. That's why I tell you to stay out of white affairs and get away from nigga shit. They cold. You ain't got to worry about none of that shit when you know who you are, because all money on the planet, every dollar. Do you not understand? 85% of the dollar circulation is on your head. Oh, yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson been compromised. That's your head. We got to send you to jail or we got to kill you. Because that's free money. The bond is 18 years. Once they turn 18, if they die, we get paid. If they go to jail, we get paid. They hate Trump because Trump fucking with their bonds. Whoa, now what's up? What's up, Club Fortune? Yeah, boy, I've been cooking, boy. You late, boy. I've been cooking. Been stirring the pot, boy. You the prize. That's why I keep telling you, you the prize, man. Y'all gotta stop acting like y'all ain't the prize, man. It's designed for you to hate your brother. Cause see, they gave you that jealous God to honor and appreciate and worship. I told you to honor and appreciate your mother. Cause your mother the only one that told you the truth. She told Thunderbroth, there is a God before you. Don't lie. Yet and still, you treat your mama. You treat the black woman. Look at how you treat the black woman. Yet and still, you treat the black woman. Y'all wonder why I only got women on my team. Y'all only wonder why I just fuck with niggas, but ain't no nigga watching nothing of value for me. And because I know how my energy work, the black woman ain't got no defense mechanism against me. I don't worry about no black woman dirtying me, doing me wrong, or none of that, playing me, none of that. I don't have no worries about none of that shit, bro. That's because I create the reality that I live when it comes to that. But I was hoodwinked just like y'all in the manifestation. I'm like, wait a fucking minute. Nigga, I'm doing these shits. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, bro. Doing the mirror work, but I'm like, ain't shit pop for your boy since the money ritual. So I go back to the money ritual. I'm like, hold on. Segment, what's going on, baby? Like, Venus, what's happening, baby? I'm like, what the fuck? We need to have a round table. We need to have a sit down. I'm like, yeah, we really need to have a sit down. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm cool with that. I sit down with them, they looking like, what the fuck you got going on? I'm like, what you mean? Like, we watching you suffer. We watching you go through it. Trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out why you ain't fucking brought it to us. Fuck you mean? I'm doing my thing. He said, no, we're not getting it. I'm like, damn. Weeks. I'm barely doing consultations. Y'all niggas know. I'm barely talking. I'm barely doing lives. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? Weeks and weeks. I surrendered. Because you know that's the only person you can trust. You know that's the only one that's got your back when everybody else turn their back on you, no matter what you going through, no matter, I don't give a fuck what you done did. One word. Mama. Mama said, boy, sometimes you're too small for your own good, yeah. So what you mean by that? She said, you remember, I used to keep a room full of, my room was junky. Because I used to break shit apart to see how it worked. So I had a whole bunch of shit that I could tinker with. I used to make little motorboats for the tub with the little twisty motor for the little cars. I put a little popsicle stick on it and I stick it on something and I spin it and I put a battery on it and and let it go around in the tub. I used to do that type of shit, right? My mama said, you remember when I told you that sometimes you just gotta stop and just look at everything you got, organize it so that you can put things together better than what you did before. And I was like, yeah, I kind of remember. I remember that. And she was like, try that. Ooh, I said Esau and Jacob, y'all some cold ass niggas. Y'all done led the whole world astray. Oh, brilliance. I keep telling y'all gotta give these niggas their credit, bro. Y'all got to give them their credit, bro. Y'all got to give them, bro. Y'all got to give it. They cold, boy. They cold. How could they do that, though? Manipulate time and space. But how can they manipulate time and space when time and space don't exist? When did time and space stop existing? Damn, I don't know. When did time and space stop existing? I'm cleaning up. Oh man, this a book from 2012, boy. Like, damn, look at these notes, boy. Like, god damn. Particle collider. Missing instances in time. I swear to God, bro, ain't nothing like your ancestors, man. Oh my God, bro. I was like, oh my God, how could I have missed it? Time and space no longer exist. Time and space is malleable. It's moldable. When did time and space become moldable and malleable? Time and space became moldable and malleable after the first shooting of the particle collider. No such thing as time and space. Gotcha. Why? Because now we know that we can take bits and pieces out and alter history. Y'all think it's new information and it's planted. Believe nothing you hear, nor anything you see. You're going to have to go within to get an understanding. I'll come over here and I'll give it to you. I cannot tell a lie. This is the truth, sir. I don't care what kind of night she had or he had, you give her this, they're going to tell you everything you want to know. They cold. They cold. I give y'all credit. I give honor to that. Y'all nice. I give thanks for my ancestors. I give thanks for the gods, known and unknown. I give thanks for the ancestors. I give thanks for y'all. I give thanks for y'all ancestors. I give thanks for the belief that you guys have in yourself to the point to where we are one collective consciousness to allow me to come to this understanding of who I am. And the faults and the things, the not the mistakes, because everything happened so that I could be able to understand this. The perfection of you. The perfection of you. The being in the place that you're supposed to be in at the time you're supposed to be, for you to be able to bring the energy signatures to me to be able to deliver this information. The perfection of you. That creates the perfection of me. I got to give thanks for that. I appreciate you. This shit is crazy. I don't know how this is going to go over with a bunch of people. I don't know how they're going to take it because I'm long-winded. I don't know if they're going to stick around long enough to watch the whole thing. I don't know, but I'm going to say this on YouTube. I don't know how it's going to go. You know, I'm sure I'll be critiqued or whatever. It is what it is. This is my truth. This is all fiction, by the way. This is my truth. This doesn't belong to you. How you view things don't matter to me. How you view things only matter to you. This is my now. This is my truth. This belongs to me. This doesn't have any bearing on you. This is the timeline that I existed on. So it is what it is. It belongs to me. But it's just so cold, bro, how cold these niggas is and what they have done over these last 10, 12, 15 years, bro, to goddamn understand what's coming. How you coming? They know how you coming, nigga. They know how you coming. That's the coldest part, bro. That's the craziest shit ever. They know how you coming. You got niggas out here practicing astrology. Astrology is behind these people. Time is dropped out. That means throughout the universe, according to your mental capacity, whatever new moon you on, whatever new fucking transition and transit, you're subject to the manipulation of that time pendulum. Oh my God, they manipulated consciousness. Oh my God, who would have thunk this? Who could have thunk this shit right here, bro? These motherfuckers are so cold, they manipulated consciousness. Oh my God. That's kind of debilitating, ain't it? You think you conscious and you doing something and they already 10 steps ahead of you. Oh my God. Nigga. This shit crazy. This is crazy, bro. Like, y'all gotta, I don't know if y'all can grasp the understanding of what I'm saying to you. This is crazy. This is nuts. You talk about predicting the future. They not predicting the future. They just know what's gonna happen, so they already, oh, nigga. Oh my God, just imagine, bro. I want y'all to think about this. Just imagine if you knew every fucking thing. Just imagine you just knew one thing. Just imagine if you knew exactly how the S&P 500 was going to move hour to hour tomorrow. Just imagine. Just think about this. If you knew how the S&P 500, Tesla, AMD, Meta, Tesla, and just imagine if you knew the top 6 stocks, if you knew exactly to the T how they was gonna move in 24 hours. If you knew to the hour how they was gonna move, how motherfucking rich would you be at the end of tomorrow? Oh, nigga, fuck the capital gains tax. Nigga, give me. I'ma do it again the next day. So when the ancestors told me about Bitcoin, y'all niggas called me what y'all call me. And I'ma still be that. Boy, they cold, bro. I keep telling y'all playing the game. Y'all playing the game. Y'all know, but these young niggas, bro, what I'm talking about. These young ones in the crypto sphere, they playing the game. They don't even know they at a bro. God. They playing 5D chess, dog, for real. That shit is crazy. So, I'm gonna tell you like I've been telling you for so long. I don't know how many years. Get in the mirror. Meditation ain't safe. Your mind isn't safe. Your thoughts, the frequency isn't, they're reading your frequency of thought. No. The game ain't over. You the God. You have the answer. Oh, did you miss it? Untimed purpose? Did you miss it? You missed that? This show, listen. That's your safe place. When you go in the bathroom, when you go in your bedroom, wherever I got, y'all know me, I got them everywhere. I got one right here. I got one right here. I got one over there. Y'all got, I got him right here. I got him in the room right there. I got him over there by the window in the room right there. I got the one in the bathroom in there. I got the one over there by the window right there. Y'all know I got them everywhere. There are infinite parallels. This is the only one they can manipulate. This is the only one where they know. Hand it off. I gave you the game. 15, 20 years ago, I've been giving you the game every single year. I didn't know why. I didn't know why, bro. I didn't know why the spirit came up on me. I didn't know why that Big Mama and them told me that. Now I do. I had to live it. I had to learn it. So you don't have to learn it the way that I learned it. You are by far, I'm gonna say this spiel, and I'm gonna let y'all go for the night, okay? I love you unconditionally. That's why some of y'all say shit to me and it don't even bother me. I don't have no, your understanding and your belief and it belongs to you. How you feel about me ain't my business. That's why trolls don't bother me, all that other type of shit. How they feel about them and whatever they got going on ain't got nothing to do with me. I know who you are. If you feel like you have to demean, harm, or say something negative about somebody else, you're saying that about yourself because you are reflecting yourself to the world. This is why I tell y'all to be mindful about what you say. Because whatever comes out of your mouth is a reflection of who you are. Everything that come out your mouth is a reflection. Everything is you pushed out. So if you watching me and you got some negative shit to say, tell me who you are without telling me who you are. I could give a fuck less about what somebody say about me because what they say about me is what they feel about them. The universal laws are immutable. They already know that self-esteem is at an all-time low and that you need stuff. You need insults. You need stuff, you need shoes, you need clothes, you need something to validate who you are to make you feel like you better than the next person. They already know. Who they call, bro? Like, y'all got to get these niggas credit. Y'all got to, bro. You are by far the greatest creation ever created. Ever created. You are. Everybody that exists in your reality now is a product of your thought patterns, thought processes, and how you feel about yourself. If what I say or who I am make you feel good about yourself, then I am the good and you pushed out. Whatever you see and feel a way about, that is the bad in you pushed out. You are the creator. I gave y'all the book, My Big Toe, which means the theory of everything. And I told you before you come over here, you had to be grown because you're now going to be responsible for everything that happens in your life because now you understand that everyone is you pushed out. Now, some of you want to be positive. And y'all see the fact that I'm positive all the time. I'm just that side of you. But you like, people get on my fucking nerves, bro. Sometimes we want to punch a bitch. And that's your partner. And that's the other side. That's you too. That's why you watch certain videos about niggas getting beat up. And you see certain videos about, that's why certain shit appeal to you because that's you pushed out. Everything is you. Everything. Now, either you're going to take responsibility or you're going to not take responsibility. But it's still on you. You are responsible for your reality. You are responsible for what reality you create. That's the reason why I'm coming to do this live, because I could not figure out why the fuck shit was going the way that it was going when I am so cold at what I do. I got away from who the fuck I was, stopped having these conversations in the mirror and having these board meetings with those who fuck with me like I fuck with them, and there was few and far in between, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on. So I started to start asking the questions, and then the questions start getting the answers, and I got the answer that I was looking for today based on the shit that I had been asking for weeks. And I said, let me go tell my people to stop fucking playing around with Esau and Jacob fucking diddly-dolly, goddamn law of attraction, goddamn games, get on the law of cause and effect, get back to the fucking mirror, understand that the ancestors got you. You are older than all of this bullshit that these niggas is talking about because this shit was created by a jealous God and the mother, your great mother. The great mother that we burn and pour libations to told you that you are older than the God that you worship. Yet you worship a God that's younger than you and try to figure out why them young niggas is sunning you as an OG. I am by far the coldest and the nicest that you've never heard of. I am Nocturnal the Form Runner. Welcome to another episode of Talking Fiction. Today is Saturn's Day. I cannot do the blessed day tomorrow, so I'm doing it today. I give thanks for you. I appreciate you. Because I am you and you are me. And we're one collective consciousness. I believe in you the way that I believe in me. You're the nicest ever created. You are self-made. When the sperm and the egg fused, it was your spirit that built you in your mother's womb and decided when it was time for you to come out. You're self-made. All you required was nutrition from the outside. You the nicest ever. There will never, ever, in the history of this planet, there will never, ever be another you. As long as this planet been present, there has never been a you. You are here now. You don't have yesterday anymore. You don't have tomorrow yet. All you got is now. All you got to do is be you now. Know who you are, what you are, what you want. The universe has no choice because you are older than the universe in which you live spiritually. And it answers to you. You have been great. I give thanks and appreciation. Be good to people. Soon as you smell nigger shit, get as far away from it as you can. Like my boy Bo say, get straight to your money. Don't worry about what fuck nobody else is doing. Stay out of white affairs. Please, for the love of God, don't fuck with free will. Love on you. Get in the mirror. I love you. I appreciate you. You are the greatest ever. You the nicest ever created. Be great. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Talking Fiction with your boy, Nocturnal, the Form Runner. Always be early.